Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be going over my plans for my no-buy in 2026. I've put a lot of thought into this list. I've been working on it for the last month or two. And these are things that I have come up with just through auditing my spending this year, going through my closet, just assessing where my money went this year and if it was worth it or not. I am caffeinating even though it is late in the evening because I am exhausted. Everyone is sick in my house. My husband's sick, my son is sick, I am sick. But we're just gonna do it. I had a full day of work today and now we're on to the YouTube filming. So I don't want to talk too much at the beginning. Let's just dive into what is on my no-buy for the year of 2026. I think when you're starting a no-buy, it's really important to have goals in terms of like, why are you doing this? And do you have a savings goal? So why am I doing this? I spend money all the time on things that I really don't need and that are just wants, and I'm sick of being addicted to that shopping like dopamine hit. Another reason why I want to do a no-buy is I want to save, and a big goal that we have, my family, me, my husband, and I guess my son, he's too, but maybe he's part of this goal. We want to buy a new home in the next 2 to 3 years. We've been doing really good saving for that, but I want to save even more, and I want to be more aggressive about it because we're in the final couple of years before he goes to kindergarten. Our reason for moving, we're in an area where it's not a super nice area. The public schools are terrible. So we want to move by the time our son reaches kindergarten so that he'll be in a good school system. So that is up Amazon's here. Speaking of perfect timing. But yeah, we want to be in a nice area. We want to be in a town that is safe with a good community, great schools. And that's the kind of place where we really want to raise our son. Everyone else's Amazon guys like always blast music and like whip around your neighborhood with the van doors open. I'm like, they're gonna lose the packages. The doors are always open. That's besides the point. All right, so no buy 2026. Let's get into it. First thing, which will not come as a shock to most of you if you watch my Project Pan video, is makeup. In 2026, I will not be buying any new makeup unless it is replacing something that I've run out of that I don't have another of in my collection. Things like blush, foundation, concealer, like I have plenty. There's no reason for me to be buying any new exciting impulse makeup in 2026. The goal is to use up what I have and then hopefully curate a really small curated makeup collection of products that I actually use every single day. Number 2, 3, and 4 are going to kind of go together in like the fashion. I guess 2, 3, 4, and 5 are going to go together in the fashion category. Number 2 is bottoms. So skirts, pants, and jeans. I do not need any more of these. This year, I think I got 4 new pairs of jeans that fit me really well, that I'm really happy with. I got 2 new skirts and just pants in general. Like I just don't need any more. I have them in my closet. There's no need to be purchasing anymore. Number 3 is going to be like outerwear, so things like sweaters, sweatshirts, fleeces, and jackets. I have like a closet full of sweatshirts, and they're not even nice sweatshirts. They're just sweatshirts that I like bum around in, but I don't need more. I don't have room for more. I don't have room for more sweaters. I don't have room for more jackets. I have a jacket for every season. I have multiple jackets actually for every season. I am completely good on jackets. Number 4 in the no-buy is boots. So I felt like this year I had a gap in my wardrobe where I was wanting a pair of almost like a lower cut boot. I'll insert a picture here of the Dolce Vita ones I ended up getting for my birthday. But those were really filling a gap in my wardrobe and I wear them every single day now. Now I feel like my boot collection is complete enough where next fall and winter, there's no reason for me to be looking at, desiring, coveting new boots. All right, number 5 is going to be things like jewelry and accessories. So things like sunglasses, hats, and scarves. I don't need anymore. I know this is repetitive, but like I recently went through all of my clothes, all my jewelry, all my accessories. I don't need anything. Sunglasses, I always lose or break them, so I always just get cheap ones at Target. Jewelry, I have a pretty well-rounded jewelry collection. There's nothing more that I need. A new bracelet or a new ring is not going to change my life or make me a different version of myself. I have cookies in the oven, so I'm going to have to go take them out in a minute if you hear the timer go off. Number 6 is going to be excess clothing for my son. So I have a habit when things are on sale at Target, Old Navy, Gap, wherever it is, I just stock up on clothes for him. And it's silly because he doesn't end up wearing half of them because there's only a certain number of days in a week, in a month, when he's that specific size. And it's just silly to be buying these outfits that like are not comfortable, that he's not going to wear to daycare, that he's not going to be in on the weekends. Like, I think it's really hard when you have a young kid. You want to buy all these like little cute sets and these little cute outfits for Christmas and Easter and all the nice things, but it's like they're not wearing nice clothes 99% of the time. They're in sweatpants and long sleeve shirts. There's my cookies. Please hold. Sorry, where were we? I'm baking a ton of cookies right now, so it's just been like batch after batch going into the oven. Anyways, toddler, excessive clothes for my son. He lives in and what he's comfortable in and what he like goes to daycare in are like usually sweatpants, the same pair of sneakers, and a long sleeve shirt, or depending on the season, shorts and a t-shirt. He doesn't need all these cute clothes. Like, my relatives will buy him really cute like outfits and stuff, and I'm like, he's never gonna wear these. So in 2026, a big goal of mine is to really be more thoughtful about when I am purchasing him clothes, waiting until the actual season to see what size he is, not buying clothes ahead of time just because they're on sale, and also checking out thrifting places where I can find secondhand things that are in good condition for him. Number 7 is new supplement additions. I have a really solid supplement routine. I cut it down from my original video, which was a couple months ago. I think it was over the summer, where I talked about things I'm no longer buying. I cut down a lot of my supplements. I have a good routine, and I'm not going to be incorporating anything new. I don't need anything else, no matter how much it promises, eternal health, eternal youth, it's going to change my life, it's going to make me live forever. None of those things are true. So no more new supplements. I will stick to what I have, replace what I have, and just stay the course. Number 8 is home decor. So this year I did kind of stray from this, and I did buy quite a bit of new home decor because I feel like I would go through these phases where I felt unhappy or sad or just like going through various things in my life. And I thought, you know what? A vase full of a homemade fake floral arrangement from Hobby Lobby is going to fix me. And yeah, it looks cute, but it did not fix me. So this house is not our forever house, and I would rather save that money to actually put towards our future home and decorating our future home the way we want it. We don't need anything else in this house. This house is filled to the brim. It's decorated just fine, and we don't need it. We also are people, we don't do seasonal decor. Like, we have a Christmas tree up right now, but we don't get like crazy wreaths and mistletoe and garlands and like, we don't go crazy. We just keep it very simple. So that's good. Number 9 on my no buy list for 2026 is going to be beauty services. So things like getting my hair dyed, manicures, facials, facial waxing. Is there anything else on there? Things like that, I'm not going to buy. I have come up with a really good DIY process for just about everything. The one thing that I feel like I do still need to get is a haircut once or twice a year, which we'll get into later. But in terms of my manicures, I do my own builder gel manicures at home. I do my own pedicures at home. I take care of my skin at home very regularly. I dye my own grays, so I don't need to be spending tons of money on getting my hair dyed. So all these beauty services are now going to be done at home, with the exception of getting the occasional haircut. And I really don't need a haircut super often. Like I said, it's once or twice a year. Number 10 on the no buy list for next year, or this year, whenever you're watching this, 2026, is going to be fragrances and perfumes. I'm someone where I will see something, or I'll see something at Sephora, or smell a perfume at Sephora, and I'm like, that is the type of fragrance that my ideal self would wear. And I buy it. And then a week later, I'm back to feeling whatever. Like, it doesn't change me. It doesn't make me a better person. It doesn't make me, it's stupid, basically. So I went through my perfume collection recently, and I have about 10 perfumes that I haven't made anywhere near a big dent in. So 2026 is going to be the year that I start using up some of my perfumes. I'm going to start rotating them out seasonally, just so that I feel like I do have some variety. But ideally, eventually, I'd like to be the kind of person that goes down to one signature scent, and that's it. I don't need all these fragrances, but for now, we're going to work on using up what we have. Number 11 on the no buy list is going to be luxury versions of everyday items. Things like a luxury deodorant. Like, I've been eyeing the Salt and Stone deodorant. It's $20. I don't need a $20 deodorant. I can get a Lady Speed Stick for like $5. Things like that. The Marvis toothpaste, fancy shampoo and conditioner, like the Orbe shampoo and conditioner. I don't need fancy versions of these products that I'm using every single day. Once in a while, is it nice as a luxury? Yeah, but it's like, at the rate you go through deodorant, toothpaste, shampoo, and conditioner, they don't need to be fancy. You don't need to be spending $20, $30, $40, $50 on these products. Like, it's just stupid. And I can source my luxury fixes in other areas of my life that aren't those products. Number 12 is skincare. I still do have a ton of skincare that I need to work through because I've overbought, I've bought backup, so there's no reason for me to be buying skincare in 2026 unless I use up something that I really like that I don't have a replacement of. And it's gonna take me a while to use it all up, so I should be good for most of the year next year. Maybe I'll need to restock some things in like May, June, July, but other than that, I should be good. Number 13 is going to be a fast food when avoidable. So I love Chick-fil-A. I said it. I love Chick-fil-A. When I am having a stressful day at work and I have to drive 2 hours and I'm starving and I'm salivating and I just feel like I'm gonna die, all I want is a crispy piece of chicken from Chick-fil-A and some waffle fries and a Diet Coke. I don't do this super often. I maybe get Chick-fil-A like once a month, but there is one opening within the next 2 months, 5 minutes from my house, so this is going to be a problem. Everyone in my life knows this is gonna be a problem for me. Unless I am dying of hunger, thirst, unless it's like an absolute emergency, I really want to try and not buy food out. I like McDonald's too. I like a Dunkin' egg sandwich. I just need to stop with that. I mean, maximum I'm getting something out like fast food, like a croissant at Starbucks maybe once every 2 weeks, so it's not too bad, but it's like I just want to kind of nip that because it does all add up eventually. So but now that I'm talking about it, I really do want Chick-fil-A. Number 14, which is the last thing on my 2026 no-buy list, is physical books. I have so many books that I've purchased over the years that I just never read. Like, I will buy a physical book with the intention of reading it, and I'd never freaking open it. And it's like buying it and having it is almost like putting this pressure on myself. Like, oh my God, I gotta read that book, to the point where like, I just like won't even start it because it's too much pressure. So we're no longer buying physical books. Like I mentioned in my things I'm no longer buying video, I will just be doing ebooks from Libby on my Kindle. That is it. No money will be going towards books unless it's like a book that God himself, that's the Bible. Okay, never mind. Well, that's all good and well. That's my no-buy list for 2026. I did want to include some things that when auditing all my possessions and my lifestyle, I am going to allow myself to buy next year. Number 1 on the can buy list of 2026 is going to be new sports bras. My sports bras are old, they're falling apart, they're way too big since I lost weight, so my boobs just like fall out of them, fall at the bottom. It's not cute, so I am going to allow myself to buy some new sports bras if I can find like a sale at Athleta. Athleta sports bras are my favorite. I like Crazy Yoga too on Amazon, so we'll see, but I do need new sports bras. Number 2 on the can buy list will be new underwear. Similarly to the bras, a lot of my underwear is too big, so I do need some new undies. I will be purchasing those probably just off Amazon. Number 3 on the can buy list is going to be new bath towels. Our bath towels are basically disintegrating. They are paper thin, they are stained, they are so gross. We've had them since we lived in our apartment, which is like 5 years ago and beyond that. So we need new towels. That's gonna be something I'm gonna be on the hunt for in the new year. I'm hoping I'll be able to find a good set at Costco. I think that'll be really good. Number 4 is a new pair of workout sneakers. I typically buy a new pair of sneakers twice a year. I just did purchase a new pair on Black Friday of my Asics. I get the Asics Gel Keanu ones. They're like a thicker platform sneaker for running and walking. I did just get them on sale for Black Friday on Amazon, so I have a backup pair ready to go come the new year or whenever mine fall apart. But then I'll probably need to buy another pair around next summer, maybe like in August or September of next year. So I am going to allow myself to buy those because I wear my sneakers every day when I work out. Number 5 in my can buy list is going to be 4 new nail polish colors for the year. Oh, more cookies, here we go. Sorry, it's like I have like 4 trays of cookies going, so when I take one out, I have to salt them and then let them cool and then put another one in. It's like a whole thing. Because I do my nails at home and I'm not going to a salon, I don't get to pick like a new fun color out every time I go. And I also don't want to have like 80 nail polishes. So my version of making it a little bit more fun is each season next year, I will get to pick out 1 new nail polish. So I'll pick out a new nail polish probably in January, February. I'll pick out a new one for spring. I'll pick out a new one for summer, and then I'll pick out a new one for fall and winter. That way I can spice it up and still mix them in with like the ones I have. But it's still something to look forward to, and it's saving me a lot of money because to get like a gel nail polish off Amazon, it's like $5 or $6 compared to going to the salon and paying like $60. So that's a can buy. Number 6 is going to be 1 coffee out a week. I love going out for coffee when I'm working, and I do tend to make my own coffee and my own iced coffee at home. Exhibit A. But sometimes when I'm in a pinch and I just need something a little pick-me-up, it is nice to go get a coffee, especially on Mondays or Fridays. So I'm gonna allow myself to purchase one coffee out a week, and that should, you know, check the box and fulfill that desire to have a coffee out. Number 7 is going to be 2 haircuts. I think I'm gonna probably need a haircut around like April, and then I'll probably need a haircut in the fall. So I'm gonna account for that. I'm going to allow myself to get 2 haircuts. I can cut my hair at home myself, but I can't do anything fancy, and I do like to have like the face framing layers. So I leave that to the professional. I'll go get my haircut, pay like $50 twice a year, and call it a day. Number 8 on my can buy list for 2026 is going to be new tights. I went through my tights store this past weekend. All my tights are like pulled, ripped. They're like all have those little pilly balls all over them. All my tights are garbage. I would like to get 3 pairs of new tights next year. 3 seems like a good number. I could get 2 solid pairs and 1 pair with like a funky, fun pattern and call it a day. And then number 9 that I put on my can buy list is a maybe item. Next year, when it comes to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, so next November, when my project pan ends, depending on where I am at with this YouTube hobby, I'm going to allow myself to maybe buy a really good camera. Currently I record on my iPhone and the camera's pretty good, but it's like not amazing. I want to get like a legit filming camera. Those are very expensive. Those are like over $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. So that's a maybe. We'll see where I go. If I've only gotten like 2 new subscribers by this time next year, then I'm not going to do that. But like if I remain consistent with it, and I'm like passionate about it and still really excited about doing YouTube, I will allow myself to then get a camera a year from now. All right, so that is pretty much everything. There's my cat. I have 2 cats, by the way. This is Mo. Hi, Mo. Can you say hi? That is everything on my no buy list for 2026, as well as the things that I will allow myself to buy next year. Hi, baby. Let me know if you're going to be doing a no buy project pan for 2026. What's on your no buy list? I always think it's interesting to see where people tend to spend their money. Like I was watching one the other day and this girl was talking about tea. She's like, I cannot buy more tea. And she opened up her cabinet and she had like 100 different types of tea. That's not my life. I don't like tea, but it's just interesting because everyone spends their money differently and we accumulate of excess of different things. So definitely let me know if you're doing a no buy. If you like this video, definitely like and subscribe. I am really planning on doing at least 1 video a week, if not more, if I have the time. And I would love to have you here. I'd love for you to look at him. He's a natural. You're a natural in front of the camera. I'd love to have you here as a subscriber, as an internet friend. So definitely like the video and subscribe if you would like to be a part of this community. Comment below, say hi. I'm super active in my comments. I love when people comment. That's everything. He wants attention. No, you know what he wants? He wants treats. That is a wrap on this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.